All right, what's good, gang? We back with another one, man. Y'all know it's been a minute, like 4 or 5 days since I posted, but nigga been getting ready for Halloween. I gotta redecorate my room and shit. I got a lot of shit to do. So right now, just enjoy the mask. But next time y'all see me, or next few videos, you'll notice some changes. But nonetheless, we back with another reaction video. Y'all know why I'm here. 1v1 upload challenge for my little brother. Y'all get over to Dev DTB page, man. Tell him to get off his ass. Until then, we're gonna keep going. This is what's his channel's name? TheDesirableTruth. I just started watching these vids, but they have actually been good. So y'all go over there, like, comment, subscribe over there as well. But he's in Brickell. He's in Miami. I used to live in Miami. Very interesting place. Florida as a whole is a different fucking country, for real. The just cesspool of a dating market in Miami is interesting. If you don't have shit going for you, I would not suggest going to Miami or Florida. Well, Miami specifically. I can't say all of Florida. I haven't been to all of Florida, but Miami is a very interesting place. And I feel like Atlanta is growing to become just as delusional as Miami. Forgive my voice. My sinuses are going crazy. If I sound crazy, if I'm sneezing too much. We are transitioning seasonally, so, you know, my body's reacting. I'm going to try and keep all of that out, but, you know, just bear with me. Let's get into it.
I'm 27.
Okay. Has dating gotten easier at 27 in Miami?
They also built different in Miami. I will say that too. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The amount of mixtures you get in Miami. I mean, you got Colombia, Brazil. You got all of South America. You got, I mean, just crazy mixtures. Venezuelan and Colombian. Fucking, you got Peru and just Mexican. Like, you got so many flavors. And they come built like this. Like, you see her build, that shit is wild. I do miss that. Like, I do miss the beauty of Miami. Atlanta, this shit, it don't hit like this. So, I don't know. They demands kind of match their build. I will say that.
No. No, God. Like, I've only dated one person here in Miami, and no, I see them everywhere, and they cheated on me, and I see them everywhere.
With other girls?
With that person that they cheated on me with, I see them here.
Okay. Once a cheat, always a cheater, though.
Of course.
So do you think she's gonna get cheated on too?
She already did. With me.
Oh, so he circled back around.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. You just outed that man like that.
Hey, if he sees this, she's still gonna stay with him.
The options are, when they talk about, I feel like when they talk about women dating the top 10% of men, and the same women are kind of doing the same thing, I feel like it's, I feel like it's all done in Miami. Like, you could definitely catch, I used to work in the hospitality business too. You could definitely catch a nigga with like a good rotation out and about, because you all gonna hang out in like the same places for real. Miami don't have that many different places for you to hang out. You will run into a situation that you ran into, especially if you're rotating motherfuckers out. It's just inevitable. And if you're one of the top earners in Miami, popular, you know, the clubs know you, shit like that. That seems to be their scene, like just clubs and shit like that. I'm not a club goer for real. But most of the baddest ones are on the strip or in the clubs.
I think that women stay with guys who cheat on them because they have low self-worth?
I think because they're comfortable and they don't have that much, I don't want to say they don't have that much going for them, but I feel like they know they can do better, but I think they're just like comfortable. I think the guy says things they want to hear.
Did you give him a second shot or did you leave immediately?
He left me like Like, I saw them texting, and we never even got to like get back together, but we always hang out sometimes.
Even though?
Well, we just really stopped like last week.
Let's say I wanted to take you out in my.
So yes, now. But even they casual bills, like, she's still straight. Like, you could get some good bills just because of the natural bodies that are coming from other countries, mixing with all kinds of other shit. Like, the bills out here, you go to certain malls, nigga, it's just, but Colombia is the same way. Shit, even some parts of Mexico is the same way too. Like, you just go certain places and the bills are back to back to back.
How much do you expect me to spend on you?
Shit, on an ideal dinner, probably like 300, 350.
I'm spending that much. What do I get in return?
Company, a good laugh, time with me. I don't know. It all depends on how the night goes. I'm not gonna say that one thing can't lead to the other, but I'm not gonna be like, hey, you spent this amount of money on me, I'm gonna go home with you. No, it doesn't work that way.
That's at least an option, though, right?
It could be, yeah. If we hit it off, I don't see why not.
So
300 a date is crazy, nigga, but that is kind of the average in Miami. The average in Miami, if you're taking out women who are built a certain way, you spending 2-3 shit. Like I said, it's creeping up to becoming that way because everybody's moving from Miami, New York, California, these bigger cities, and bringing their culture here to Georgia, and it's moving up that way. Now, like, the average dinner could be 150, 200 if you include everything, parking, like, if you pregame, go to 1 to 2 events, like, you're gonna spend, before you even get to like the after party type shit, before you get to the drinks after the dinner, you know, you want to swing somewhere else and go dance or club or something like that, you're spending about 200, bro.
do you think it would be weird if I expected you to drop $300 on me for a first date?
Sort of, maybe, yeah.
So why is a man expected to, just take the bill, just foot it out the gate? I'm getting to know this girl, $300. Boom, here we go.
You a stupid ass nigga if you spend $300 on somebody on the first date anyway. I'm not gonna lie. So if they can get it out of you, hey, hustle how you hustle. I just say niggas need to learn the game. Should nobody be able to get $300 out of you first go around?
Okay, you guys are doing the $300 for the dinner, but what do we do to get ready for the dinner? We do our nails, we do our hair. Like, we invest in ourselves, which does sound a little selfish, to look good for you guys, so it can be, I guess, a good time. I don't know.
Yeah, you're doing that for multiple people. You get your hairs and nails done probably once every week, every 2 weeks. $300 a date. So that means he's gonna see you 3 times before you naturally want to give up the pussy. That's if you want to do that. That's naturally if you want to kick it after the dinner. Like, you're not even gonna feel comfortable until about date 2 or 3. Bro, that's and that could happen maybe once every 2 weeks. So before the month is even out, you've spent $1,000 on a date, bro. Almost $1,000 on one singular person. Now she gets to do this multiple times. So look at how much money that is if she goes on multiple dates with multiple men and expect that much money. She only got her hair and nails done one time. All the niggas are seeing this one hairdo. They're seeing this nail set. Ain't shit changed. She ain't had to update anything other than her outfits per date if she do that. Some of them go out on multiple dates in one day. So, hell no. Bro, do not spend more than $100. I would say more than $100. It depends on your budget too and what you can afford. But if you know you're a college student or some shit like that, bro, if you're not doing a picnic, quick bites, drinks, or some decent place for dinner, if she expect anything other than that, fuck her and fuck that nigga. Hell no. You can't afford to that. Well, I guess that's why women in college date up. But even so, nigga, I'm not spending that much. I've dated college girls. I'm not spending that much on you, baby. Like you only come in with debt, fucking high energy, maybe good pussy, hopefully, and a lot of PMS and unmanaged emotions. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not spending no $200-$300 on you.
I have to make sure.
Very weird.
I gotta make sure that my hair is cut. I gotta make sure that I'm dressed well. I gotta make sure that I clip my
Exactly.
fingernails.
Black
Exactly.
t-shirts, some jeans, and you're good to go. You look fantastic.
What are you trying to say to me? Are you trying to change the subject?
At all. It's just easier for the guy to get ready. I'll give you that one.
And that justifies me dropping $300 on you for the.
Yeah. Nah, what the fuck you talking about?
I'm not saying it's justified. Listen. Realistic prices here in Miami, if you're going to go to a normal, decent dinner with a girl, yes, you're going to be dropping more than probably $100, $150.
How about we just go to Ojo and I drop $60 on us?
Bye.
If she fucking with you, again, if she fucking with you, you're not gonna have to do much of that, bro. If she actually like what she actually dig your comment. That's why you can't lean on your pockets, bro. I will always say that shit forever. Do not lean on your fucking pockets.
It depends on how our conversation went. Again, you never know. It all depends on the person. This is very difficult. Fuck.
Okay.
All depends on the person. As a first date, me personally, I think that's a little difficult. I'd rather go somewhere, a little bit nicer where we can dress up, somewhere maybe a little cozier. But it all depends on the person.
At 28, what do you expect?
Look at these bills, though. Like, bruh, look at these bills. Oh my God. Like, nigga, I understand it. And it could be just the dress and the fact that I love, I don't know, I just love the foreign Jones, but this is an unlockable character right here. So the demand for these are high, but the cost is also high. So you just ain't nothing wrong with average, man. If you can find you a really nice, cute girl, especially if you're a college student or you fresh out of high school or you in high school, and you're just trying to figure out the dating market, like just find you a cute girl. When she dress up, she can be pretty fire to you. You still attracted to her, but she could just go up a notch when she dresses up and she's realistic. You ain't gotta aim for these super bad, always in the gym. Because they are investing in themselves at the end of the day. They are investing in themselves. You want to find you one that's at an early stage where she's beginning to invest in herself, and you both are investing in yourself, your health, and your wealth. So she'll grow to be something like this without the expectation of fucking $400 to $500 date simply because she looks this way, but because she's provided value to you. That's what makes you want to spend that much money on her.
Your man.
Depends on the person.
At 28, what do you expect from your man?
28.
I expect him to be dependable, secure, loyal, yeah, educated, mature, yeah.
Does education really play that much of a factor?
Not necessarily. I feel like it's a balance between education and experience. And so I feel like education oftentimes lends to a lot more experience, but it doesn't you don't necessarily have to have education to have it.
Okay. What do you consider a high value man?
A high value man? Someone who can take the lead but still be secure in his femininity enough to allow me to also contribute, I guess.
So what does a man who's secure in his femininity look like?
I don't know, if I pick up the check, he doesn't get mad, stuff like that.
But would you be open to covering all the bills while he stayed at home?
No, I would not be open to that.
He's being secure in his femininity, he's letting you take the lead.
No, but it depends on what, I guess, our roles are in the relationship, but I don't want to be the primary breadwinner, so.
So you'd want him to take care of you?
I do.
Most times, we can have this argument till we blew in the fucking face, bro, but most times this is what they all want for real. And yes, I think there does come, there are some responsibilities as a man to encourage and help a woman stay in that state of mind. Because if she has to work, then she isn't going to. It's going to make it harder for her to stay in this state. But I also think that it's somewhat of an unrealistic standard being set that just because you work in certain fields, just because you work in general, that you can't find feminine ways of actually doing that. Like I've dated women in very male driven spaces, very dominant spaces, and maybe it was me that was keeping them in a feminine state, although they made more than me and they did more than me. I mean, very A-type careers. I don't know. Yeah, I would say it's probably me keeping them in a feminine state to some degree, while also being able to be fluent in that area as far as being a helper. Still, I mean, I love to cook. I love to clean. So they didn't really have to do it if they didn't want to, for real. But if I needed them to, and if I was locked into something, it was never an issue. So you also have to figure out how to make that work for you. And there are certain things that are just required. Never dealt with disrespect. Never let them cross certain boundaries where my role was felt as if it was threatened in any way. If anything, they made sure that the role didn't feel threatened. Like, yeah, you probably make more than me. Like, nah, she definitely made more than me around this time. I was working in Miami too. She definitely made more than me. She was higher in her career. Although I was coming out of the tech sector and trying to figure out how to pivot, and it was just a buffer period for me. She knew that, but I don't know. I guess she knew the potential and she seen where I was going, so I had a plan. Niggas don't have a plan. If you don't have a plan, and it seemed like you're just floating around, then yeah, you putting her in a position of uncertainty, and now she has to take the lead because you won't.
So,
and you don't want that. You want to, in every way that you can, even if it's not financially, take the lead.
So do you also be open to like a joint thing? Like I will contribute 100%, but I don't want to be like full on breadwinner.
Is it better for a woman to move in with a man or a man to move in with a woman?
I would say probably man moving in with a woman. I know, at least me specifically, a lot of women are very particular of their space and have things a certain way. And this might be a stereotype, but I feel like women are typically cleaner than men and have it all set up and have it all going on.
But I mean, if the man is moving in with you, wouldn't that mean that he'd have to hop on your program?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Wherever you'd move to, he'd have to follow you?
It's if he would like to, yeah. If we're in a relationship, then I would hope he would want to move with me.
But I mean, how long would that relationship actually last? You think you could handle the pressure of that?
Of long distance?
No, of him moving in with you and being on your program.
Yeah, I've had a few boyfriends move in with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are they now?
We broke up.
Why?
He cheated on me with my friend.
How old are you?
24, yeah, 24.
At 24, what's dating like?
Ass. Yeah, honestly. I don't date at this age, actually.
I'm not dating right now.
So what would you say you're looking for out here in the streets?
Some fun.
Yeah, I'm just here to like live my life. I don't really care about a man that walks around, tries to get my attention.
If a man walks, we don't want him.
So you're cool with being single forever then?
I'm cool with being single forever. If I were to settle down, it'd be in like another 5 years. After, like, I feel like my maturity matches somebody else's maturity.
Yeah.
So in what aspect do you feel like you're lacking right now, maturity-wise?
Everyone's a fuckboy at the age that we are at.
At 24?
I don't think I've ever found somebody that's like not a fuckboy or just wants to like hang out and move along.
Like being honest and like opening up.
Okay,
Guys
so
love that.
you want full-on honesty from the get-go?
Yeah, of course.
So if you met a guy at the club and he said, look, all I want to do is fuck you and maybe drop a couple, dollars on you right now, and then we see what happens next, you'd be open for that?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm like...
Bro, they literally don't know what they want. Prime example. They have no fucking idea what they want at all. They have no clue. Like, no clue at all. And McQueen has a video where he proves this. But the shit worked out for him because he's like, you know, he actually just approached them on some, I'm being 100% honest type shit. And some of them went for it. I'm pretty sure he had a lot of in-betweens that just wasn't going. But just based off of this little slice of content right here, it's very clear that they will say one thing and then it be another.
I feel like that sounds like I'm for the streets or something.
Yeah,
I don't think I like that.
Yeah, no.
But that's like,
But they also don't want to be for the streets. But you literally just said you are for the streets. You're trying to have fun. You're not dating seriously. So what other fucking option is there?
honesty, though. That's full on,
Like having
upfront
fun,
honesty.
having fun, but like, you know, I don't know.
So it's better if he was like, hey, I think you're really beautiful. Would you like to go out on a date with me?
Yeah.
And then we can see what happens after
I'm
that.
mature that way. It's
Yeah.
different if you're out with somebody and you're just like, oh, I want to dance with them, but like to throw dollars at me and think you're taking me somewhere afterwards is not it.
But the man still has to end up paying for sex one way or another. The outcome is still the same.
It just sounds good to them, which is, again, you have to, the entry is the ears, man. Entry is the ears. Like, if you can't get the ear, if you can't get your mouthpiece up to know how to, you see how he framed it. He said the same thing, essentially, just two different ways. And they were more responsive positively to one way than the other. Although they themselves just said that they want to have fun. They're not trying to date because everybody that they've dated so far are fuckboys around their age, which means that they're choosing these fuckboys. Because there are plenty of fucking wholesome guys around 25 to 28 or 23 to 28. So around their age range, there's plenty of wholesome niggas who just want a family and be out of the way. There's plenty of those, but they don't want those. So they're in Miami. They're looking to have fun, but they don't want to be for the streets as well. I don't fucking get it.
You don't have to.
Yeah, no,
It's
if
not
I
about
buy
money, and it's not about like what they get us and stuff. It's about how you treat us.
Let's say I wanted to take you out to dinner.
That's a fact.
How much would you expect me to spend on you?
Oh, not a lot. I mean, we could, I don't know, on a dinner, I'd be
That's
okay
not
with
a
like
lot.
a $20 meal, to be honest.
$20.
Yeah.
Over like 100 or 250.
I mean, if you want to take me to that, I'm not going to say no, but I don't expect it.
So why isn't money that much of a, deciding factor for you?
I think like on the first date or so, like I just want to get to know you. I just want to talk to you and see if we vibe. And so I don't care. I mean, I've gone to like coffee dates, ice cream dates. Like it doesn't really matter to me.
So if I said, let's go get some ice cream and then go look at the stars tonight, you'd be down for that?
Oh yeah, I think that's cute.
Ballpark figure, as a
She's actually like I feel like I don't know, you can kind of get the energy from the wholesome ones. She seemed pretty wholesome, although she was like, that's my type of speed, but she seemed pretty wholesome, cute, like she would be okay with a nice picnic. If you're thoughtful in the gesture, I feel like she'd be down. But about that third date, you need to be, showing some range. You definitely need to be showing some range because you are also competing with niggas who can do that and more, So you just gotta separate yourself somehow.
entrepreneur.
Yep.
How much do you make annually?
I make? Can I give you a range? Yeah. I make between $500 and $1 million.
So what do you consider a high value man?
Man, I miss that about Miami. Everybody has some fucking money. Especially where I was working, boy. One of the top hotels in the world. Oh my God. You talking about just casually talking to superstars, fashion stars, entrepreneurs, like just millionaires, multimillionaires, fire ass, and they just regular ass people after you talk to them enough. You just realize they normal. They have same issues as everybody else. And same issues plus more, because they that money come with a lot of shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me
money is not really, how to describe this? Money is not, I'm not looking at an actual range. I'm looking at value as far as, are they going to be there for me emotionally? Are they going to be there for me and really care about me, care about my needs, care about me when I'm having a bad day? Money comes and goes, right? Who's going to be there for you and be on your...
So you're totally cool being the breadwinner?
No.
No?
The person that I'm with, I feel that we're going to have the same value. We're going to be on the same playing field. We're going to be striving for the same goals. So I hope that that person is along the same path that I am.
So you don't think it would make sense for you to date a guy who was making 100K?
If he's going places in life, sure, yeah. I hope that's on his cap.
No, do you think a guy who was in your position would be open to dating a girl who was making 100 or even 50?
Absolutely, yes. Yes.
So why is it okay for you to date up but not down?
Because I don't make 100K. So I would hope that my person is making at least what I'm making, if not more.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Which is kind of reasonable. I mean, damn, she 5'8". That's my speed too. I mean, that's kind of reasonable. I'm not gonna lie. I understand the dating up thing. I don't know. I mean, again, what's up for women? Because they put these things in perspective. They say, well, money is not a factor for real. Like, it's not a big thing. Money's not a big thing. I make enough money. I make enough money for myself. You hear them say this a lot. But then when you ask them, okay, well, how much can he make? And you'll be comfortable with, because they don't want to work and they want to opt out of the game of money. They want you to play it, but then they don't realize that in order for you to play it, you're going to be sacrificing other things on the back end, like, can you emotionally care for me consistently? Can you show up, and talk to me and listen to me on a fucking however much basis, whether it be daily, hourly, or setting out a time to actually converse. Because I don't know if they just assume that you're going to be making money together and you're just going to be around each other all fucking day. Like, I don't understand how they see it. So I wish that people would kind of drill into that factor a little bit and try to figure out, like, what does that look like to them? Like, you want a man who makes at least $1 million to at least half to $1 million, but she says she makes about $1 million too. What the fuck is that even gonna look like on a daily basis? Like, what is that man's regimen? What is your regimen? Maybe he can't afford to be out in fucking Miami randomly on a whatever night this is. Like, how can you look at your own lifestyle, see how stressful it is, understand how much time and effort it goes into, and you probably rarely have time to fucking date like that. But you want a man to show up and consistently date you, change your experience almost quarterly to make sure you don't get fucking bored, while also maintaining the financial standard that you set. Like, that shit almost seems very unrealistic.
How tall do you want your man to be?
Like 5'10" would be nicer. Well, how tall? Like 5. Well, taller than me because I wear heels all the time. So at least 6 feet would be nice. 5'10" or taller.
No. What if he was my height? Would you be open to dating a guy who's my height?
Yeah. Like if we're like face to face. Well, how tall are you?
6 foot.
Oh, then it'd have to be 6 feet.
Okay.
5'10". I'm nice. No, it has to be like, because you're right here.
Yeah.
No, okay, it got to be right here or up.
So, do you think you can tell the difference between 6 foot and like 5'10"?
No, because I just said 5'10", and I thought like, I'm thinking my heels are a little short today. So maybe because I thought you was, yeah, it'd have to be maybe 6 feet because I can't go a little.
You don't like a little man?
No.
Why not though?
Because I wear heels a lot, and I can't just be like looking down. You know what I mean?
Because
I gotta give you a hug going down. No.
Well, it'll be more from a diagonal angle.
No, I like to like at least go around the waist or like go up. Yeah.
Okay. Does that make you feel like that man is more able to dominate you in certain ways?
It makes me feel safe. Yes.
At what age should a man have his life put together?
Ideally, I would say maybe 30, around his 30s.
Yeah.
And how much money should he be bringing in at that point, on average?
Shit. That's a difficult question. Probably over 100K a year.
So over 100, 6 figures. Why is that the baseline though?
Realistically speaking, with how things are going in Miami and how prices are going up, if you want to live comfortably and have the Miami lifestyle, that's pretty much where you should be at, honestly. Okay. I think.
But the Miami lifestyle isn't. You live in the Miami lifestyle, it's gonna be hard for you to make 100K because you have to grind your ass off. Like they don't even realize the percentage of people that make over 80,000. Like that is a pretty low percentage. Like the average, I think, is getting higher and higher, and you should be getting to that 90 to 100 around your early 30s. That's what you should be striving for. But again, that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy and focus, which means that you're not going to be able to put it into the dating market. Like you're going to have to. It also takes a lot of management. Considering that I'm at this point that she's describing, it takes a lot of management. It takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of not fucking going and dropping $300 a date. Like it takes that, bro. But they want you to do it. They understand that they want you to make a certain amount. She said her number was 100K. Or she feels like men should be making at least 100 at 30. That means you have to sacrifice early on. 27, 28, 29. You're focused on getting to the 100K, which means you're not dropping fucking frivolously on dumb shit like dates that don't even guarantee you intimacy, affection, or even just fucking physical fun with the person that you're about to invest in for this night, which is why you should not be doing shit like that. And you're not guaranteed reciprocity because you're taking away from this goal that she essentially feels that you should be at. Most women feel you should be at this point, which is also kind of unrealistic because many people don't make that much money.
That man's bringing 100K. Would you consider him high value at that point?
I mean, there's a lot more to high value than just 100K, but yeah.
Okay. What else?
Personality, honesty, loyalty, a lot of things, honestly.
Okay. And what would a high value woman look like to you then?
Same thing. You can't necessarily ask for the guy that you're with to bring a certain thing to the table when you can't offer the same. So to me, it's more of that balance, you know, being honest, being genuine, hardworking, not just going after the looks or the money.
Do you think that man at 100K would take you at like 40K or 50K?
Shit, maybe, I don't know.
Most men.
Probably, yeah.
Would you be willing to take a guy at 50K if you were making 100?
If there's a real connection and there's a possibility for growth and I see that he's not necessarily just getting comfortable when I bring to the table, then yeah, why not?
Would he still even have a foot in the door from the jump though?
You're gonna make me look bad.
No. He's gonna make you look realistic in the in the kind of double standards that women live by and that they get to enjoy, you know. But each party has their own double standards that they get to enjoy. So I think the difference is we don't complain about ours. Like most men don't give a fuck that. Well, most men who understand. Damn, Siri, I was not talking to you, bitch. Most men who understand what's going on, we just don't care. Because we know how to play it. Like, again, I'm not sacrificing my goals. What shit, our goals. She said you want me to make, you know, I'm out of high school, grinding in my career for 10 years. You want me to make 100K. In order for me to do that, after 25, shit, really, yeah, after 24, I can't be dropping $300 fucking dates. I can't be dropping 150 on multiple women and dealing with fucking inflation and rent and all kinds of things just because you want me to. And that's why a certain period of time you just can't focus. You should just be having fun. Like, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying my time with you. But this isn't. I'm focused on a goal. Now, if she's helping you get to that goal, then you want to definitely lock in a solid one. While you're still figuring that out. But most times men don't. We don't settle until we're ready, and ready means physically, mentally, psychologically, financially, the most important. Until we're ready to give you all of these wild ass demands y'all have. Yeah, niggas not. You shouldn't really be sitting still for real. Like, you should continue moving. And if the money ain't where you at, get your ass up and go find the money. That's why I moved to Miami randomly, jumping between Texas, Florida, and Georgia, trying to pivot after COVID. Like, I was trying to find the money.
No.
All of my relationships were, to be honest with you, I was still managing them pretty okay. I mean, in the beginning, it was hard for a lot of them to deal with the fact that I wasn't sitting still, and I'm still not. But we managed a little bit until I really started locking in, and then shit just kind of fell apart for certain relationships after that.
I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah, I'd be open to getting to know the person.
Do you think men pay for sex in one way or another?
Pay for sex?
In one way or another.
I don't know. I mean, kinda, yeah.
Why do you say that?
I mean, I feel like it takes a lot for a girl nowadays to maybe this is just me because I'm not on the dating apps or anything like that. But I want a guy to take me out to a nice dinner, treat me, show me, his style. Yeah. And then maybe there'll be some potential. But the guys definitely have to put in more effort than the girls.
So a relationship between a man and a woman isn't equal then?
Isn't? I mean, I kind of agree. I feel like there's kind of a stereotype with what men have to do in a relationship, what men have to pay for, what they have to do, all of that. And I know a lot of people are old school and they do expect the man to pay on the first day, the man, or even every day, the man to take care of this and that. But, it's a fine line, and things are changing nowadays with the women. But
would you really value having your dream career and zero family, or would you rather have a family without a career?
I'd rather have the career.
Why the career though?
Because I know that I earned that. I have that. I did that for myself. I would love for somebody to be beside me and uplift me, but I made that on my own. Whereas a family with no career, I'm just settling to hope that someone else will always take care of me, and I don't want that.
But you're playing a very vital role as a mom with kids. Raising them to be the best people that they could be, while your husband does everything else.
He could be the stay-at-home dad. I want my own career.
So you don't think that's a more masculine role that you'd be playing?
That sounds pretty sexist. No. I feel like it doesn't matter if you are a female or a male. You should be able to provide for your family or do whatever you'd like. I personally would not like to be in a relationship where I don't work. If I haven't worked for something, if I wanted to be a single mother and I had work to get to there, that's one thing. But to just go out into a relationship knowing as soon as I get knocked up or have a child that I just don't work just so I can make you feel like you are the man of the house, that is not for me.
But ideally, do you want your man to act like a man or a woman?
I want them to be a man.
And how could he be a man if he's traditionally playing a quote-unquote woman's role?
Be there for his family. I'd be okay if he had a career. However, I'm just saying that I personally would not be okay in that role, not having my own career, having my own motives to bring me to where I'm at.
When women have guy friends, are there really...
I mean, you got some that are just built different. I do have friends who are they don't give a fuck what's going on. They really are career driven. Now that does change after a certain age, and she's young. I think she said she was 24, 25. That tends to change around that 30 something range. But then you have some who are really they will not budge on where they fall. They really want that career. Those are the ones who just continue to go back to school for a whole bunch of fucking degrees for no reason. And just rack on debt, which I don't understand. But they want their careers. They want to say they did that for themselves. Now, is that career gonna wipe your ass when you get 70, 80 years old? No. Is it going to keep you warm after you get sick? No. But I guess they assume that they'll be able to find partners easily at every stage of their life, which is a bad assumption for men and women. It gets harder the older you get to actually find a suitable partner. Well, I guess if your standards are unrealistic, a lifelong partner, it gets harder. I'll say that. Now you can find partners along the way, of course. How long will they stay is the question.
Just playing a boyfriend's role, but without sex?
It depends on how close they are. If it's like a guy best friend, a straight guy best friend, then yes, I think so.
So in that relationship, that woman is benefiting more than the guy would be.
No, I think it's mutually beneficial.
What if the guy wanted to hit though?
He probably does.
So then it's not mutual at that point.
Yeah, but I think they're both benefiting from it emotionally. Like, they're both emotionally invested.
But wouldn't the woman be more emotionally, but wouldn't the woman's needs be fulfilled, whereas the guy still wants to get more from the relationship?
I guess it depends on the dynamic. I don't know. I personally don't agree with like I don't think a girl and a straight girl and a straight guy can be best friends. Because I do think that like feelings will grow if you're emotionally connecting with someone like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can. Nah, I really don't believe it either. And I have friends that I like. We've known each other so long. It's a very like a very Kabbalistic relationship and dynamic to where we've known each other so long that we kind of just, you're gonna be in each other's life. You can tell to some degree, but that doesn't stop shit from, at least not from a man's standpoint. Like that doesn't stop me from. That's not gonna stop me from growing into different realms of the relationship if they chose to go that way and go there. Yeah, like, and I think that's another reason why I just choose to date and be a serial dater or just be single, because I have people in my life now that if we love each other so much and fuck with each other so much that the only piece that's missing is the attachment and sexual chemistry. But it wouldn't be nothing for us to get to that point if we wanted to. And I pretty much tell anyone this that I was gonna take serious, which is why I would have to be poly. Like I don't want to stop loving these people the way that I do. They don't want to stop loving me the way that they do. So, and thankfully I have solid fucking relationships. And some of them have taken 2-year breaks. Some of them have taken 6-month breaks, a year break, where we just kind of figure out life on our own, and then somehow we still come back together and reconnect. But although you're learning a new person, you still know why you fuck with this person and why you're physically attracted to him, why the sexual chemistry was good, whether it's there or not. And somebody like me, because I'm good at creating that, if I need to, I could get back into it if I wanted to. And they're still my type of person. Like, these people still dedicate themselves to what I loved about them before. So most of them don't develop into worse characters. They kind of grow into better characters. So yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one. This was probably a more realistic video. I like this one. I like the different types of responses. And most of the women in this one definitely were my speed for sure. So I miss Miami for that. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one.